Okay guys, so today's 10-3 lesson that goes with the homework for 10-3. Once again, we're back doing more of this transformations of graphs. There is something I want to change on your printout. Again, it's just so that it makes it a little easier for y'all. So let's change this minus C to a plus. And then this right to a left, and this left to a right. Okay? And that just makes it easier to understand, because now if it's positive, if this C is positive, it goes left. If this C is negative, it goes right. It's just easier to understand written that way. Okay? All right, so let's look at I'm going to put this here. Okay. And we're going to look at some homework problems. So I'm going to work a few of them for you, and then the rest are going to be on y'all. So all we're doing here on this homework is listing out the transformations. So if we look at number 1, for example. All right, so which one does this look like? It's either going to be this one, this one, this one, or this one. Okay? So we're talking about cube root. That's our parent function. And this one, this plus 3 is not under the square root symbol. So if it's not under, it's going to be this one, and that's going to be up 3. And we're done. Okay? Let's look at a couple more, something a little harder. So again, you're just going to go to each problem, see which one it looks like, and that's your transformation. Okay? Let's do number 14. So 14, g of x is the cube root of x minus 4 plus 1. Okay, so we got two different ones going on here. We've got something under the square root. That's this one. So if it's minus, which it's minus 4, that's less than 0, so then it goes right 4. And then this plus 1, that's outside the square root. And so it's bigger than 0, so it goes up 1. And that's it. Okay? So again, on all of these, all you're doing is you're matching these up with the transformation. Okay? You don't have to do anything special here. Just match them up. Okay, so here's the other part where we're matching these graphs with the transformations. So here's the graph of the cube root, the parent function. It looks like that. Okay? So this one right here looks like it's moved up and to the right. So which ones move it up? These three, right? Okay, and which ones move it to the right? Just this one, right? -2 moves it to the right 2. And so this one looks like it's moved to the right 2 and up 2, and there's the center that was right here. Okay? So A would go with 32. And you're going to do the same thing with the other ones. Now you can also put this in that Desmos program you should have downloaded, or you could put it in any other calculator that'll graph, and you can just match the graphs up. I don't care which way you do it, okay? Just saying that you should be able to look at the transformations and figure it out, okay? Real simple to do. You guys all have the access to graphing calculators if you have a cell phone or a computer. So you should be able to do these without much trouble. And then the front, that's all just listing the transformations. We've been doing this all year. There's nothing new here. I'm going to go over this real quick one more time, just so there's no confusion, but it's the same notes we've taken 20 times this year. Okay? So again, the parent function is cube root of x. Okay? So the cube root of x, if it adds something outside the function, that moves the graph up and down. If it's positive, it goes up. If it's negative, it goes down. Okay? If it adds something inside the function, which would be inside the cube root, then that moves the graph left and right. If c is positive, it goes backwards. It moves it actually negative. If c is negative, then it moves it to the right or positive. It's backwards for some reason. That's the way it works. Okay? So, stretch, compression, reflection. This is the same stuff it's always been. If you got some number outside the cube root, if that number is bigger than 1, that's a stretch. If that number is between 0 and 1, it's a compression. And if it's negative, it reflects it, flips it. Same thing here, except now it's the number multiplied by x inside the square root, or the cube root. If that number, it doesn't matter if it's negative or positive, but the absolute value of that number is bigger than 1, that's a compression. If it's between 0 and 1, it's a stretch. And if that number is negative, that reflects it across the y-axis. Okay? But we've done these notes, I don't know how many times this year. So this is nothing new. Just a different function. Same notes, different function. All right, guys, that's it for this video.